Good day, traders. It's Temu speaking, the founder and mentor at BlueMillionForex. So today we're going to be speaking about a topic which I would say is one of the most crucial things that you should always know about when it comes to forex trading, which is forex sessions. Now, a lot of people know what forex sessions are, but what do they actually mean? So that's the topic of today's video. For everyone to understand. So before we look at the best times to trade, we must look at what a 24-hour day in forex looks like. So the forex market can be broken into four major trading sessions. Now, namely the Sydney session, the Tokyo session, the London session, and the New York session. Now, these sessions are divided throughout the whole day, right? So you can pick and choose which trading session you want to trade, but we'll get into the chart a bit later so you can actually see what it really means to trade at different sessions. Now, what you see here is the international deadline. So this is where, by tradition, the new calendar day starts. So since New Zealand is a major financial center, the forex market opens there on a Monday morning while it's still Sunday in most of the world, including us in South Africa. Now, even though trading starts in New Zealand, it's still called Sydney, right? I know it doesn't make sense because Sydney is in Australia, not New Zealand, but we don't make the rules. We just follow them. So other than the weekends, there are only two times throughout the whole calendar where you can't trade currencies, which is Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So you need to have the knowledge to know which dates or what times is the market opening, or what times can you trade currencies. So you need to observe something else, which is called DST. So I'm just going to draw it right here. It's called DST. Now, for people who don't know DST, DST is it's short for daylight savings time. So open and close times will also vary during the months of namely October, November, and March and April, as some countries like the US, the UK, and Australia shift to daylight savings time. So whenever that happens, you need to know, right, that the day of the month that a country shifts to DST is on this day. So you must know that, okay, now the New York session is going to start on this day at this time rather than at that time. So the day of the month that a country shifts to DST is very different, right? And which can lead you to be more confused. But it's available knowledge on the internet, and you can see whenever it changes. So trading sessions overlaps, right? So we also need to take notice that in between each forex trading session, right, there is a period of time where two sessions are open at the same time. Now, for example, we are during the summer, right? From 3 to 4 a.m. ET, right? The Tokyo session and the London session overlap, but you'll see this in detail when we get to the chart, right? So 3 a.m. ET is 9 a.m. South African time, right? CAT or plus GMT2. So during both summer and winter, right, at 8 a.m., right, 2 to 12 p.m. ET, right, don't mind my 2, to 12 p.m. ET, right, which is between the hours of 2 and 3 South African time, right? We have the London and the New York session overlap. Now, that's one of the nicest times to trade, but we'll get into that a bit later. So naturally, these are the busiest times during the day, right? Because there's more volume when two markets are open at the same time, right? The New York and the London session overlap, right? So this makes sense because during those times, all the market participants are wheeling and dealing, right? Which means that that more money is transferring hands, which makes the market more liquid, right? So we're going to take a look at the average pip movement, or the APM, of major currency pairs during each forex trading session. Now, what you can see on the screen is an average pip movement, right? So this shows that the currency pair Euro USD moved how many pips during the Tokyo, London, and New York session, right? So you can see that it moved more during the London session. So as you can see that as a trader, you should always focus on trading when the market is more liquid, where it's providing more opportunities, right? And if you look at GBP USD again, it was trading more during the London session. It goes again for the USD CAD, right? It goes again for NZD USD. Again, remember, this is the average, right? This is the average. But when you look at currencies like USD JPY, right, there's lesser volume, right? Why? Because during the London session, right, the yen isn't really that active, right? It's usually controlled by the dollar, right? Because times differ around the world, but you will see that a bit more clearer when we get to the chart. So this is just what you should focus on, and knowing that which time. So generally, just for you guys to know, the time where the market moves the most is during the London session, right? That's where it moves the most. So I'm going to show you that again. So if I go down on this document, right? So if I go down to this chart, right? To this chart, you can see that most of the time, the London session, which is the orange one, that's when the market usually moves, right? That's when, as you can see, it's mostly high than any other trading session. So this is one of the best times to trade because you have better opportunities for the market moving. You can put a trade during the Tokyo session or the Sydney session for 60 pips. It's very unlikely that that might happen unless there's a news event or there's something happening in the market, right? For you to reach your take profit of 60 pips, because usually at those times, the market doesn't move within those ranges, right? So we're going to look at the chart right now. So I'm going to pull up a chart and we'll speak on that right now. So what you see in front of your face is the Euro USD or the Euro dollar. And as you can see, I highlighted for you guys the Sydney session, the London session, the London and New York session overlap, and the New York session. Now, these numbers are the pips that it moved on this specific day, which was the 31st of August. Now, if you look closely, you can see that on the 28th, right? On the 31st of August, when the Sydney market was open, as you can see, it moved a total of 28 pips, right? Which is small pips, right? But if you look closely, the market wasn't really trending, right? It was going sideways, which is usually the characteristic of the Sydney session, right? But when you look at the most traded session or the most liquid session, which was the London session, it moved a total of 74 pips, right? So as we can see that if you traded during the London session, you would have grabbed more pips than if you would have traded at the Sydney session. So that is very important when it comes to trading. You need to know at which times do you focus on, right? At which times do you capitalize trading your signals or trading with your system, or which times is it more likely that you'll grab more pips, right? So if you look at this, it's a natural characteristic, right? It starts off a bit quiet during the Sydney session, right? As you can see, during the Sydney session, it starts off a bit quiet. The market is a bit quiet, nothing really happening. And then as the market goes on, you can see that there's a shift, there's a trend becomes. That's just how the market really is. So as you can see, just on this short video, I was trying to show you guys the importance of trading, knowing the trading sessions. So if you're new to this channel, please make sure that you subscribe, you like this video. This is the first of many videos. I've spoken about this on the live, and I ensured the student that I'll make a video on it. So this is the video for people who want to come back and watch it again. You can see this the importance of trading Forex, knowing the trading sessions. This is Letum Temu speaking, the mentor and founder at BlueMillionForex. I'll see you guys on the other side.